Good morning, my name is Carla Vega.
Hi, my name is Federico Monsalve.
Hi, I'm Samuel Olaya.
Hi Rafa, hi guys, my name is Daniel, and Carla is going to explain you the background of our company. Please, Carla.
As Daniel mentioned, the company we selected for our operational management industrial project is called Vigi Plus Service. Vigi Plus Services is an integral logistic operator that specializes in the beauty, cosmetic, fashion, and pharmaceutical industry. Vigia was established in March of 2009 as an expansion of Transportes Vigia. Vigia Plus Services offers different operational processes that allows company to cover all their logistics change according to their customer needs. One of the most important processes that this company carries out is the control and administration of inventory. In these processes, Vigia gives to the customer the real-time information about their key performance indicators regarding inventory. And the processes involved here are the receipt of the merchandise, the storaging of the merchandise, depending on the type of the merchandise, if it can be on shelf or on the floor, and also the distribution processes.
Now, talking about capacity. So, Vigia Plus Services has a total warehouse space of 12,600 square meters. But for the simple of this exercise, we've selected only the warehouse corresponding to Flamingo's, Vigia's biggest client right now. As we can see here in this map, when we took out the rated capacity of the warehouse by multiplying the length and the width, we ended up with a rated capacity of 3,544 square meters. Once we take out two components, being administrative common areas and traffic areas, that each corresponds to 473.5 square meters and 692.1 square meters respectively, we end up with a real capacity of 2,378. As we can clearly see, we see that in Vigia Plus Services, there's a 1,200 square meters that are not used for the purpose of storing inventories. It's for processes within the distribution and receiving of merchandise.
Now, talking about the bottleneck, the one we identified in this process that Vigia executes is incomplete orders and miscommunication between clients and the warehouse. What happens is, as Luis Bernal, the operations manager, told us, he said that in several occasions, but no more than between 2 and 4% of the total processes and the merchandise handled, they receive incomplete orders, and that is mainly due to miscommunication between both parties. He gave us an example of how, in this case, Flamingo was supposed to give them an order of around, it was 10,000 units, and they received only 9,750. So when they were now going to ship these units to the next client, they were not able to give the exact amount that they required, and this led to other processes and other problems that ended up being in the bottleneck.
Moreover, it's important to talk about ocioso waste. That means areas that the company is not using for storage. The ocioso area represents the 15% of the company. That this 15% it's represented by 60% in piso storage. However, here we have the occupy area that represents the 80% of the total storage of the warehouse. So, As you see, I'm taking into account the graphic, the last graphic, this one. Here you can see the square meters that the company is using for each type of storage, like selectiva, shelving, mezzanine, and piso. So, as I said before, the 60% of waste that the company has are located in piso storage. However, the other 40% of waste are represented in selective storage. In addition, this waste for the company represent almost a total of 304 square meters, and in money it's almost 40 million pesos. In addition, if we talk about occupancy, it's important to take into account that the company storage almost 1,770 units. They're represented mostly here in piso storage, because Flamingo is one of the most important clients that use this kind of storage. Then right now, we are going to explain some strengths and some topics about other wastes that we found in the company.
Okay, so we found another waste. We identified another opportunity for Vigia to improve its performance. And this waste, according to the lean manufacturing wastes, it's unnecessary motions. By this, we refer to how both the personnel and the machines, in this case the vehicles, are being used, and the way they are, and the time that they take during the day. And as we saw, and also as they told us, is that they don't have a standard route for operation, so they just do whatever they have to based on the capacity and the demand that they have and the occupation that they have in the moment. So what we identified is that here, by fixing this type of waste, they can reduce a lot of time in their processes, and also they can reduce the frequency of the shutdowns that the machines need in order to operate. So, because for example, in the case of the vehicle that handles the different pallets, they told us that in a day, for example, it can be a period of 3 hours non-stop of using it, and then having 20 minutes of recess, and then another short period of time using it. So, and it's never the same. So this is a thing that we found that can be improved, and another waste that could save them both a lot of time and money.
Well, by doing this analysis, we found some strengths in the company. So the first strength we discovered is that they have the capacity to increase their capacity in storage for their clients as they need it. For example, during high holidays such as Christmas, they can rent more warehouses to offer more space for their clients if they demand it. Another strength we found by doing this analysis is that as they use a warehouse management software, they are able to control in real time the inventory and also provide to their customers the information so they can take it at any moment, and to be able to check the inventory for the indicators. And also, we also realized that this company doesn't have much time of waste according to the lean manufacturing, waste in lean manufacturing, because as we mentioned before, they have waste in inventory and also a little waste in the motion process. An opportunity we also found by doing this analysis is that for a customer as Flamingo, they can improve the distribution of the inventory that it's on the floor, or as they call it on piso. So they also can improve the distribution of this inventory so they can have more space. Thank you so much. This is a picture of us when we went to visit the warehouses.
Thank you, Rafa.